Hey there guys, Rafael here and welcome to another game on the Pokemon Trading Card Game Online. This time I played RayBoar and I'm going against Thuur's HammerTime. The reason I'm playing RayBoar is because there's a lot of discussion about if RayBoar is or is not a competitive deck for this upcoming city season, and that's what I'm trying to find out. So far, RayBoar has been doing great for me. I've lost just a few matches, and those times that I have lost with this deck, it's because I'm not careful enough in where do I attach my energy using Inferno Fandango. So I end up running out of energy, and that's not good. But I think this deck is very good if you are facing an EX deck, because you will be able to apply so much pressure so fast and you will be taking prices so fast that it's just huge. And most of the decks don't have a way to respond to a Rayquaza doing Dragon Burst for 4 turns in a row. So let's see, my opponent have already taken a lot of his time. I think he was AFK, but finally he gets the coin flip and he gets tails, so I will choose to go first. And that's a decent hand, I guess. I can work with that and I will go first, so that's good. Right here I will attach that lightning energy to my Rayquaza, which is always great. You always want to get those lightning energies onto your Rayquazas as fast as you can. And other good thing is that I got Execute in my discard pile very fast. Just first turn, Execute is already in my discard pile, which is great. I top deck a Skyla, so now I won't have to Juniper away one Juniper, one Superior Energy Retrieval, because now I will be able to go for Tropical Beach. And right here I'm checking my deck to see what is priced and what is not. And that's something you really need to take care of when you are playing RayBoar. You really need to know what is priced, because I've had a couple of games where 2 of my Rayquazas are priced, and that is not good. And let's see, right now my opponent shows me that he's playing HammerTime, and lucky for me he fails that Crushing Hammer, which is always great for me, bad for him. And no, now my opponent will get heads on that Pokemon catcher and he will be able to get that Tepic into the active position, and that's not good for me. Obviously, out of that computer search, he will go for Juniper. He gets another Crushing Hammer. Now he gets heads, and I'm not in that good position right now. So I decide that the best thing I can do is to... I really don't want to get rid of all that, but I guess I will have to, because he already has that up, so that will be no good for me. And I want that Tepic out of the active position. Unfortunately, I had to Juniper away 2 Superior Energy Retrieval, and that will be no good. Lucky for me, I have not discarded energy just yet, because it was too very early in the game. So if I draw the energy I need in the right times, I will be okay. And yeah, here I'm checking my discard pile, and that end really hurt me because I had Ember in my hand. That was a huge hand for me, and now this is not that good. Because I'm almost sure that I will have to discard this Embor, and looks like no, I won't have to. Okay, that's good for me, because now I will just end in something that I've seen it's very common on RayBoar decks, is as soon as you get your Tepix and Mr. Mime out, if your opponent is not playing Dust Noir, you have lots of cards that you don't need to draw. And by those lots of cards, I mean level balls. Sometimes you get lots of ultra balls that you don't need, and that's not good because you keep drawing them. And I have seen that once you get everything going, what you really need to do is to just get rid of all those things that you don't need. Because as soon as you get Embor, Mr. Mime, and one Rayquaza with lightning energy, what you need is just to keep throwing energy. That's the only thing you care about. So right here there's a few things I can do, and I decide to go with one very bad decision, but I hope that it will pay off. My best option was to play that in, so I don't have to waste my dowsing machine just now, but now that I decided to go for propagation, that's okay. I will have to go all out with that plan, and I will use this dowsing machine to look for one Embor, because I really need to get rid of this Absol. It's a little scary because I have almost a full bench, and Absol is a non-EX attacker. So I really need to get rid of this Absol, and I decide to Fandango as much as I can, and I don't get the lightning energy I need. So I guess I will have to Tropical Beach, and here I could have gone for Reshiram if I wanted to, but I decided not to. I don't know why. I could have drawn more cards out of Tropical Beach if I had gone for Reshiram, and that will have given me another attacker, a non-EX attacker, to deal with this annoying Absol. But I guess that's okay. And now my opponent will laser this Rayquaza, and he will give a huge hit on this Rayquaza. And look at that, I have not even taken a single prize, and I only have 13 cards left in my deck. That's huge, and yeah, that's so annoying, and that is what used to happen when we had Rails and HammerTime at the same time. We had this kind of annoying thing with HammerTime where you could simply go for what's it called, crouching hammer on your opponent's fire energy, and that was annoying as hell. Because you had Rayquazas which were unable to attack. Right here I decide that I will go all out with this Rayquaza, and I will prepare my bench Rayquaza just in case my opponent tries to do something weird, and I will take this knockout in this Absol, and that will be great for me, because that is one less non-EX attacker that I have to deal with that will be doing lots of damage to my side of the field. And right now my opponent does something a little weird. It was better for him to retreat into Sableye and just Tropical Beach, but he decides to attack. I recover lots of energy out of that superior energy retrieval. I did not play two of them, so the chances of me getting the last energy were too high, but maybe he was not expecting them. And now I get to knock out that Darkrai. He has no energy other than this one on Sableye, and he's not in a good position. Even though I will have to discard 2 energies to knock out this Sableye, my opponent's side of the field is not that good. And right here, in my opinion, the best option my opponent has is to go for Tropical Beach, just so he can get cards out of his deck. He needs them very much, and let's see what he does. Here I decide to check my discard pile, and no, he decides to try to go with Hammer. That is a way HammerTime can go against RayBoar. I really don't like that, because if I get enough, I mean, I have only played 1 Lightning Energy, and I don't play 2 of them, I play 3. And even if 1 is priced, I will be in a very good position if he's unable to hammer my energy away. And right here I'm thinking, okay, my best option right now is to prepare that bench Rayquaza just in case he has not, he almost has no hand. I know 2 of those 3 cards are Crushing Hammer. He can discard my 2 Lightning Energy. That will be bad for me because I will be using just 1 Lightning Energy if that happens, but the odds are 50-50, so I'm thinking that I will be okay. That was a risky move, but that applies pressure in my opponent's side of the field, because now if he wants to survive, he has to hit at least 1 hit, and he needs to get a non-EX Pokemon on the field. And basically he will concede the game. There was no reason for him to go for double hammer. He could easily have given that Sableye prize and get more hand, and that was my opponent's mistake. So that was the game. As you can see, if you are playing RayBoar and you are facing an EX deck, you have very good odds of winning. You will face a few issues with this deck. For example, not drawing the energy when you need it, having to discard your energy retrievals, your superior energy retrievals. And one thing that I have seen lately with this deck is that it struggles so much dealing with Pokemon with 130 HP, just like Zekrom, Reshiram, and Kyurem, and even Plasma Snorlax. Those are a pain to deal with because you have to waste 3 energy just to get 1 prize. And let's be honest, Plasma Kyurem is still a very strong card, so that will be, in my opinion, your least favorite matchup. So far I have not faced that Plasma decks. I will try to get more Plasma matches, and that's it. That was the game, and I will see you guys next time.